Hey guys, it's Daniel here from Protect the iPhone 3G, aka, and I have a review on the DLO Slimcase. Now, I really learned this like recently, but apparently DLO stands for Digital Lifestyle Outfitters, and this is a slim case. And I haven't seen any reviews on this at all, and the name is really it doesn't stand for what the case is. This is actually a hard leather case, and they call it the slim case for some reason. I'm not really sure why. It comes with a screen protector and a wristband or something like that. So let's open this thing. I'm not exactly sure how to call it. Packaging is nice. Over here you've got these things. You just pop it open. And here it is. Here's a slim case. So you just, that's the case itself. And here's this. And they give you this. This is like a wrist strap or something, right? I'll get to that a bit later. Anyway, here's the case. Look at the insides. Like, wow, it's pretty nice and soft on the inside. But it's a hard case just wrapped in leather, I guess. This part isn't leather. It's sort of like a soft material. But it's not too soft. It's actually really hard. It's not going to scratch it though, but it's not the softest thing possible. And here's the back. Leather back. Now, the leather is sort of like wrapped around it. So you can do this. You can just squeeze the skin around and like make all these just weird distortions and, you know, whatever. Just, you know, flex it around. And it smells actually like leather. It does. It is a real leather. I'm sure of it. But it's very, very thin. It's like a little piece of like cardboard or something. Some hard plastic. And just a little bit of like leather wrapped around it. It's pretty cheap. It's like $20, $25. Maximum $35. Anyway. Let's just clean off the iPhone here. Whoa. That was a bad idea. And you put it in through the top, just like this. Just slide it down. And we're in. Camera is really aligned. And here's the problem with it. You guys won't be able to see that. I'm really sure you won't. Focus. But it has that flash. See, like the leather wraps around. And camera hole is pretty like awkward position. It's just in the middle, right? So when they wrap the leather around, it didn't fully wrap around, and I have like a piece of leather hanging there. And I'm not sure if that'll make the camera worse or better. Like, I'm not sure if it'll, you know, distort it or anything, but it's there, and that sort of is weird. I mean, they could have done a better job. I actually had to take a knife and carve it out because it was really like covering like half the camera. And it's still covering some of it because I can't get that last piece out. Anyway, this is a very unprotective case. I'm gonna have to say that. I mean, the whole top is exposed. The whole side. I mean, okay, this side is, I perfectly understand that, okay? Here your volume and everything, and it's perfectly a nice big cutout. But why this side? Couldn't they make it like up to here? I mean, this side is also fully exposed. Some cases like this style have this side covered as well, but they didn't cover it for some reason. And if it falls on any one of these corners, you're screwed. I mean, a case is made to protect it if it drops. What if it drops here? I mean, just think about it. There's 4 corners, 4 sides, and there's a 25% chance it'll drop here. Why not cover it up somehow? I mean, really. Another thing, this, what is it? This wrist strap, alright? It's pretty stupid. And also, it does hold in there. It's not going to fall out, right? It's staying there. It's not going to fall out. I trust it. But, you know. Anyway, over here, you see that tiny hole? Somehow you're supposed to fit this little string. Alright? Into this hole. I mean, I don't, how am I supposed to do that? Alright, I'm gonna flatten down the string. Alright, now it's completely flat, but it's still like that. Yeah, that's not gonna fit. What were they thinking? Could they have made the hole at least a little bigger? I mean, seriously, look how small that is. Just, like, you can't see anything through it. It's a tiny, pathetic hole. And even a thin string can't fit through it. What were they thinking with this? I mean, really, like, they should have just... It won't fit. It just won't. Oh, look, it actually went through. That's pretty surprising. So you just get it through, I guess. And trust me, I don't know how I just did it. Probably like a fluke, but I tried to put it in before and it took me like a good half hour. Not a good half hour, but you know, like 15 minutes and whatever. Okay, so you wrap it around, just like that. Tie it down. Make a knot. Plus the string is really like sort of hard. It's hard to wrap it around and everything. Come on, get in there. Or whatever. So you have this, and then you've got this thing dangling around. Sure, you can carry it on your wrist, but who carries the phone on the wrist? This is a pretty heavy phone. Face it, guys. It's pretty heavy for a phone, right? And who's gonna carry it around on their wrist? I mean, maybe like a woman might, but really, you're gonna look pretty stupid with your hand hanging like this and a phone dangling from it. You will look really stupid. I'm just sure of that. But there are definitely some pluses to this case. I mean, it definitely protects... Did I just rip the string or the hole? No. Alright. So, it definitely has some pros to it. First of all, it comes with a free screen protector. Many companies don't do this, and they should. I mean, it's like 5 cents to make it, and it covers the screen, and you won't get a scratch. And like a $5 item will protect like a $200 device, right? It's like, you can hear that it doesn't really go all the way through. It has like shock absorption. Just listen. That's not like hitting on plastic. You hear it sort of absorbing a bit, sort of mellow, you know. So that just shows that it basically absorbs. I mean, from a drop, it's okay. It is pretty bulky though. I mean, look at that. And plus, I don't like how it looks around the screen. It's sort of fat. And if you go from the side, you can see it's raised up here. Whoa. Alright, that was just a drop test, I'll say. Okay, so this is it all the way in, and you can see that it's not made to go on the phone. I mean, it's sort of raised up here, showing that it doesn't fully go around the phone. It has a good lay on the table design though. I mean, it's pretty thick, right? So if you put it on the table like that, even if you have like a small needle or something there, you won't touch it because it's got a good chunk, a good piece of meat there. So if you put it on your face down, you're fine. So overall, oh, I never showed the bottom actually. Focus. Let me just, there we go. That is, you can see the thickness right there of the face. I mean, it's pretty far in there. That's it. It's pretty far in there. The speakers are fine. Everything works fine. I've tried it out. In a call, nothing really bad happens. You can hear the microphone and the speaker and everything really well. And overall, I'll give this case, I don't know, a 6, a 7 out of 10. I'm not a fan of it at all. I mean, this is pretty much a ranting video. I don't know why. I hate this case. Me personally. I mean, just the idea of that they took something like the Contour Flick, for example, a very, very thin, cheap piece of plastic, wrapped it around in very, very thin, cheap leather. I don't get that. I mean, two cheap things don't make something cost more. It's just a cheap piece of leather and a very cheap piece of plastic or cardboard. I can bet right now that under this there's just like some cardboard or something, because it's bendable. It's pretty easily bendable. So just look at that. I mean, there might be a piece of cardboard under here. I'm not sure. I don't think this will last very long to anyone. For anyone, I mean, it's pretty cheaply made. But you know, if you want something like this, which I doubt you do, DLO.com. I'm not a hater of their cases. I mean, I actually really liked some of their cases. For example, the what was it called? Jam Jacket. I loved that case. That's like one of my favorite cases. But this is just a failure. Alright guys, well anyway, see you later. Peace.